We got some heavyweights for week 4 of Dana White's Contender Series. Here we have Chandler Cole taking on Thomas Petersen. Now, both of these guys are 4-1 in their last 5. You may be familiar with Chandler Cole for his time on The Ultimate Fighter, where he lost to Jordan Heiderman in that one there. Thomas Petersen, you may be familiar with him if you're an LFA fan. Seen him there. Interesting because both of these guys still pretty young in their career, but Chandler Cole has a few more fights. He recently had a kickboxing match as well. That was an interesting one. But let's break this one down. For Thomas Petersen, wrestling is his game plan. That's what he needs to do in most fights to win. He's a solid wrestler. His body lock is his best takedown, but it's not his only takedown. He can work a single leg, a double leg, whatever. But his body lock is what he wants to get to most of the time. Does a darn good job with it. And his ground and pound is what wins him most fights. So that's the key to victory for him, is use that wrestling and that ground and pound. Now, when it comes to the striking, he's got decent straight punches, I guess. I'm probably being a little generous there. Does have decent dirty boxing up against the cage. I do like that. But when he's at range and he wants to close distance, it's just tuck the chin and come forward with these 1-2s just like that really aggressively, and it isn't very good. But I don't think he's got to worry too much because he's fairly durable. It took, 3 rounds or so before Waldo Cortez Acosta was able to knock him out. So he'll be able to hang in there for at least a couple rounds here against Chandler Cole, doing that awful run forward and throw 1-2s tactic. So there we go. Unless Chandler Cole, who does have decent striking of his own, decides to land like a spinning hook kick to the head like he did against Jordan Heiderman on Tough. So I don't know. Maybe he does. He does have some pretty good kicks, and for a morbidly obese human, he's fairly athletic. I feel bad saying that about him just a little bit, but what? He's just obese. That's what it is. He's just a really, really fat human being who is surprisingly athletic and will catch you off guard with it, and also surprisingly flexible, being able to throw head kicks like that when you're just kind of 5'10 and huge. Now, he does have good volume. He does have a good forward pressure in his strikes, but they're not super crisp and polished aside from those wild spinning heel kicks or pretty good leg kick, thing like that. His kicks are better than everything else. Let's put it that way. He's an anomaly. When you look at the guy, you're like, oh, this guy probably needs a scooter to get around Walmart, but then he gets out there and starts doing athletic stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'm being overly critical of Chandler Cole. He does have very heavy ground and pound if he gets on top of you. A lot of times it's from clubbing you up on the feet, and then he gets on top and just starts landing these big monstrous hooks. He has a real path to victory here if he can land some of those kicks. I do think he does, but I'm going to take Thomas Petersen because I do think obviously they're running this fight once, but if you ran it 10 times, I do think Petersen wins the majority of them. I think he's going to be able to get the wrestling going, get the body lock takedown, land a bunch of ground and pound, and I think he's going to get the win. Also, Chandler Cole has fought a lot of really bad competition outside of, the Ultimate Fighter or whatever. So for me, I got to go with Petersen. He hasn't fought the best level of competition either, but it's a little better, I guess. So Petersen's a pick. Let me know what you guys think. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Do you think I was too critical on Chandler Cole? Is he not that big? Maybe he's not as big as I think he is. Maybe he's lost some weight recently, and if so, let me know. Send me a link to the picture. I don't know. Hit the like on your way out for watching this video, and check out the rest on the playlist. See you there.